I've got to be honest with you guys. This is one of the wildest NFL stories I've ever had to sit down and cover. When I first heard it, I didn't even believe it was real. But the reports keep stacking up, the sources keep confirming it, and now there's no avoiding the reality. A rival franchise has put a jaw-dropping, absolutely mind-blowing $90 million offer on the table for Shedeur Sanders. Yes, you heard that right. $90 million for a quarterback who's technically still on his rookie contract. And this isn't just some random extension talk or a friendly negotiation. No, this is war. This is franchise-altering warfare being waged right in the heart of Cleveland. Let me paint the picture for you. We're not just talking about base salary here. We're hearing about guarantees creeping up toward $65 million, unheard-of endorsement structures baked directly into the deal, promises of total offensive control, even the ability for Sanders to handpick the coaching staff. The message is clear as day. Shedeur, leave Cleveland now. We will give you the world. And the timing? It could not be more catastrophic for the Browns. Shedeur Sanders is not just a quarterback. He is the symbol of this franchise's resurrection. He's the reason jersey sales exploded, the reason season ticket renewals shattered records, the reason national media stopped ignoring Cleveland and started putting them back on primetime television. For the first time in decades, the Browns mattered. And now in the span of a single week, all of that could be ripped away. Let's build a totem pole together. Smash like, subscribe, and comment. If this video hits 2,000 likes, that means we're beating the Green Bay Packers. Let's make it happen! According to insiders, Jimmy Haslam's reaction when he got wind of this was volcanic. Ownership meetings called at 2 in the morning, panic echoing through the halls of Berea, administrators running around like the walls are caving in. Because make no mistake, this isn't just about losing a player. This is about losing the very heartbeat of the team, and here's where things get even more twisted. Shedeur isn't supposed to be on the market at all. He's locked into a rookie contract. But there are loopholes, holdout threats, trade demands, media pressure campaigns, and the mystery franchise knows it. They're circling like sharks, ready to sacrifice multiple first-round picks and even an established starter just to pry him out of Cleveland's hands. That's not recruitment. That's a hostile takeover. Now, how did we get here? I'll tell you how. This all traces back to Kevin Stefanski and his baffling decision-making this season. Week after week, despite Shedeur proving he was the spark, the energy, the difference-maker, Stefanski kept riding Dylan Gabriel. And then came the Ravens game. A national audience watching the Browns' offense collapse into total embarrassment. Baltimore's defenders laughing on the sideline. Coaches openly mocking the play calling. Former players tweeting in disbelief. It was humiliation at the highest level. That's when Shedeur, normally calm and professional, reportedly stormed into Stefanski's office demanding answers. And it got heated fast. Sanders questioning Stefanski's competence, Stefanski digging in on his system, and neither one backing down. Shedeur walked out of that building without even talking to his teammates, something completely out of character. And the second rival executives saw that. They smelled blood, and boy, did they act. The financial package they've prepared is staggering. We're talking about a deal that could swell to $120 million with incentives. We're talking marketing guarantees worth another $30 million, a slice of merchandise sales, stadium naming influence, documentary rights, private jets, security detail, personal chef, you name it. That's not a contract. That's a kingdom. And they're offering Shedeur the throne. Inside Cleveland's locker room, meanwhile, chaos is erupting. Linemen who've been protecting him feel betrayed. Receivers are saying their careers will nosedive without him. Defensive leaders are furious at the thought of losing the guy who keeps them believing. One veteran even told the team flat out, if they let him walk, tear it all down. Start over. That's how deep this goes. And while all this is happening, Browns fans are losing their minds. Social media is on fire. Hashtags about firing Stefanski are trending worldwide. Petitions with 100,000 signatures in a single night. Season ticket holders threatening to cancel. Sponsors calling emergency meetings with ownership. This isn't just football anymore. This is business. This is culture. This is identity. And it's unraveling by the hour. The whispers about rival franchises are deafening. Dallas, Miami, the Raiders, the Jets. All names being thrown around, all capable of writing a blank check to land a generational quarterback. And Shedeur? He's gone radio silent. No training clips, no posts, no public appearances. Just Silence. Which tells me one thing. He's seriously considering his future. And let's not forget the Deion Sanders factor. Coach Prime has stood behind his son all season long, and he's been very strategic about firing shots at Cleveland when he feels they've mishandled him. Now he's holding real leverage. Do the Browns really want to find themselves in a very public battle with the Sanders family? Because if they do, it won't end well. Meanwhile, Shedeur's numbers don't lie. Over 70% completion. A near-perfect touchdown-to-interception ratio. A quarterback rating north of 100. Explosive play percentage doubled when he was on the field. These are facts, and yet the Browns benched him for Gabriel. That's not just bad coaching, that's franchise malpractice. And here's the scariest part. The clock is ticking. The trade deadline looms. Sanders' camp has laid down the ultimatum. Either Cleveland cleans house, fire Stefanski, give Shedeur the starting job, restructure his deal, or the trade talks begin. No middle ground, no half measures. It's all or nothing. So here we are. The Browns stand on the edge of another collapse, staring down a decision that could define the next decade. Back a stubborn coach who has lost the locker room, or commit fully to the quarterback who brought hope back to Cleveland. And the NFL is watching. Every team, every owner, every player, taking notes. And here's the thing. Nobody knows heartbreak like this city. Nobody. Cleveland has been built on steel, sweat, and stubborn faith. Fans here have carried scars for decades. Last-second collapses, cursed field goals, quarterbacks that came and went like flickering streetlights. But what's happening now? This feels different. Because this isn't just another stumble in September. No. This is a franchise that was supposed to be playoff-bound, staring into the mirror and seeing a reflection it doesn't like. 2 weeks into the 2025 season, the Browns aren't just 0-2. They're on the brink of disaster. And across every bar, every living room, every tailgate in Northeast Ohio, one demand is getting louder and louder. Start Shedeur. Put the kid in. Think about it. Week 1 was supposed to be a statement. A tight 1-point loss to Cincinnati had people muttering but not panicking. Joe Flacco, the 40-year-old veteran dragged back from the shadows of retirement, threw for 290 yards. He had moments. He was steady at times, shaky at others. 2 interceptions turned what could have been a heroic night into just another what-if. And even then, Kevin Stefanski doubled down. Flacco was the guy. That was the plan before the preseason even started. And no amount of sharp throws from Dillon Gabriel or flashes of brilliance from Shedeur Sanders was going to change it. But then came Baltimore. And that wasn't just a loss, and that was a humiliation. 41 points dropped on their heads. Wide-open Ravens running free, Cleveland's defense folding like wet cardboard. And Flacco? He looked every bit his age. 25 completions on 45 attempts, 1 touchdown that felt like a mercy prize, and an interception that sealed the deal. By halftime, hope was on life support. By the fourth quarter, it was gone. The locker room was tense. Garrett spoke with anger. Stefanski sat at the podium trying to convince everyone to stay together as a team. But the fans? They weren't buying it. Because to them, this isn't just about the defense. This isn't just about execution. This is about the quarterback. Flacco is 40 years old. He's a statue in the pocket in a league where quarterbacks have to move, create, extend plays. He's safe when the Browns need dangerous. He's calm when they need chaos. And meanwhile, standing right there on the sideline, waiting, is Shedeur Sanders, the son of Coach Prime, the gunslinger who lit college football on fire. The rookie with the cannon arm, the cool demeanor, the swagger to back it all up. Sure, he's unproven. Sure, he's young. But you tell me what Browns fans are supposed to do. Sit quietly and watch another season slip away before October? No, not in Cleveland. Sports radio the morning after Baltimore sounded like an emergency line. Fans calling in saying, this season's already over unless Shedeur plays. Others warning Stefanski, you're going to lose this locker room if you keep protecting Flacco. And it wasn't just frustration. It was conviction. These fans believe Shedeur has that it factor, that spark, that hope this franchise has been starving for. Inside the building, the message is calm. Stefanski insists Flacco is still the starter. The GM shrugs off the noise. Veterans back their guy in public, but that's not where games are won. Games are won on Sundays, And when fans are booing by the second quarter, when your best defensive player is calling the whole thing embarrassing, and when your rookie quarterback is standing there looking like the answer everyone is screaming for. Pressure doesn't build slowly. It explodes. The Browns gambled on Flacco. They cut Huntley. They traded away Pickett. They left themselves with one path, a grizzled veteran and two rookies. And now everyone wants the rookie with the Sanders name. And it's not just about the name. At Colorado, Shedeur proved he could be calm under fire, surgical when the game was on the line. Analysts raved about his poise, his accuracy, his ability to see defenses like a 5-year vet. But here's the deeper truth. Shedeur Sanders represents hope. Hope for the future. Hope for a city that has been stuck in the mud for far too long. Cleveland has churned through quarterbacks like cheap tires on a broken-down car. And for these fans, Shedeur isn't just the next guy, he's the guy. The one who might finally ignite this franchise and make Sundays feel alive again. By Tuesday, chants for Shedeur were echoing in practice clips. By Wednesday, Cleveland talk shows weren't just debating if he should play, they were debating when. By Thursday, the question wasn't about loyalty to Flacco. The question was, how much longer can you wait? And that's how it works in the NFL. One more loss and the dam will break. The fans will demand change. Not politely, but with fury. Let's build a totem pole together. Smash like, subscribe, and comment. If this video hits 2,000 likes, that means we're beating the Green Bay Packers. Let's make it happen. Flacco, to his credit, shrugs it off. He's been through this before. He's a Super Bowl champion. He tells reporters, I can't worry about that stuff, but let's be real. Behind those words is a man staring at the final chapter of his career. And right behind him is a rookie with fire in his eyes, crisp throws and warm-ups, and the look of someone who knows his moment is coming. This isn't just a quarterback controversy. This is a battle of eras. The fading twilight of Joe Flacco versus the blazing sunrise of Shedeur Sanders. And Cleveland is tired of waiting. This division doesn't forgive slow starts. Cincinnati, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, it's a gauntlet. You don't get to be patient in the AFC North. 0-2 feels like 0-6 here. And the fans know if something doesn't change right now, this season will be over before it begins. So they rally. They dig up Shedeur's college highlights. They wear Sanders jerseys to practice. They chant his name in bars, on radio shows, outside the stadium gates. The people have chosen their quarterback. The city has chosen its future. And now it's on Kevin Stefanski. He's standing on the hottest of hot seats. He knows sticking with Flacco might sink his job. But rushing Shedeur could risk breaking a rookie too soon. It's a dangerous crossroads. Play it safe and lose the season, or gamble on the kid and pray he's ready to carry this franchise on his shoulders. 2 weeks in, and Cleveland already feels like it's at war with itself. Veterans versus rookies, stability versus spark, past versus future. One thing is certain, this fan base won't sit quietly anymore. Patience in this city died a long time ago. And unless something changes fast, the dog pound won't just be barking. They'll be demanding Shedeur.